Hey guys, it's Donna. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome to my channel. And today I'm going to be talking about what happened this past weekend to me and just giving you guys an update on my pregnancy and where me and Sophia are at right now. So this past weekend on Friday night or Saturday morning, so it was like around 1 a.m., I started having really bad contractions, and at first I thought they were just Braxton Hicks, so I didn't like say anything really about it because I was like, it's normal, whatever. But then they like started getting really consistent and they like kept getting more intense. So me and my dad ended up going to labor and delivery, and I got hooked up to monitors, and they were showing that I was having consistent contractions every 3 minutes. And so they were scared that I was going into premature labor. Sorry, out of breath. Anyways, I ended up getting a urine test done, and they did this other test where they like stick this Q-tip up down there to see if like my cervix was like releasing some type of protein or something. I don't know. The doctors weren't really, or the nurses weren't really too clear on it. And along with that, they also did a pelvic exam, but they had to do the pelvic exam after the other exam because if anything touches your cervix within the past 24 hours, and you'll get a false positive. So they were really keen on asking me if I had anything up inside of me, meaning have I had sex or any other things down there going on, which, as most of you guys know, me and William are broken up, so no, I have not been having sex. And yeah. So after we got the test all done, we were waiting for about an hour for results for the urine test, the other test, and then my pelvic exam. After they did that, I was still closed, so I wasn't dilated any, which was good. So while we were waiting, I was still having contractions, and they just kept giving me more fluids to try and slow them down. And eventually they did slow down, but then after I went to the bathroom, they like started up again. And yeah. Anyways, pregnancy brain. What was I saying? Once my results came back, they came back into the room and they again asked me, have you had sex? And I said no again because, like I said, me and William are no longer together, and I'm not with anybody else because I'm not trying to be with anybody right now. So no, I had not had sex within the past 24 hours or 48 hours. So they said, well, the test came back positive, so we're gonna try and see what the doctors want us to do and all that good stuff. Also, they said whenever my urine test came back that there was a lot wrong with my urine and that there were crystals in it, which could have something to do with my kidney. There was white blood cells and blood. So I had an infection, and I had to get a shot of antibiotics to try and stop the infection. Because if she was born or whatever, she can get the infection and all that. And I also had to get a steroid shot for her to develop her lungs, because if she was born early, her lungs weren't developed yet. So I got one shot, and they told me to come back in 24 hours for the second shot. And I didn't end up leaving the hospital until 6 or 7 in the morning. So I was there for like 5 or 6 hours. And they told me not to go to work or anything this past weekend until I went to my OB appointment on Monday and talked to him to see what he wanted me to do. So I took off the weekend because I was supposed to work that morning and then the next morning, but obviously I didn't. So I went, got the next steroid shot the next day, and I stayed at home. And then on Monday I had an OB appointment, so me and William went to that, and he told us, I did another pelvic exam and I was still closed, so I wasn't dilating any, but I got prescribed medicine to stop contractions, and I'm already on iron pills for anemia, so I feel like I'm popping lots of pills. Anyways, I have those pills to take now along with my iron pills, and I am on bed rest until she comes. So I can't work and I can't have sex or anything like that until she's born, because they don't want to cause contractions and have her come too early. since I'm only 33 weeks. So we're taking lots of precautions, and that's pretty much what happened. I have a ultrasound though tomorrow, and hopefully we get to see her because she's already in position to be born. So like her head is really low down. So hopefully things go well because I'm paying to get these done because we're doing the 3D ultrasound tomorrow. And I hope we get to see something, and I will show you guys pictures in my next video whenever I make another video. Yeah, so that's where we're at right now. Over here, I'm just gonna also quickly update you on everything else because my last video, I know I updated you on a lot of things, and so I'm just going to make another update regarding me and William's relationship and all that. So me and William are still not together, and it's been a month now since we broke up. We broke up on December 27th, and it is now January 31st today. So it's been a little over a month, and we're still not back together. We haven't talked about it. He refuses to talk about it. I hope that we get back together because I really do love him and I do want to be with him. But I'm not sure right now. He's no longer living with anybody. He's living by himself. And I don't know. I mean, I've seen him a few times. We've hung out, but we haven't talked about our relationship because anytime I bring it up, he just gets mad at me and is like, oh, I don't want to talk about it. Let's just drop it. And so I'm not going to mention it anymore until he decides he's ready to talk about the relationship and see if we can fix things and try and get back together and make things work. And if not, then I know I can do it on my own. And obviously I'm not going to be on my own. I have family and everything. And William's still going to be there for his daughter because he still loves her. And I know he's going to be a good dad regardless of whether or not me and him are back together. But that's where I'm at on my relationship. I'm not trying to talk to anybody else. I don't want to be in a relationship with anybody else. If I do get into another relationship, it will be after my daughter is born and way later because it's going to take me a long time to get over William if I have to get over him, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to. I have no, like, desire to get over him because he is the love of my life, and I do want to marry him one day regardless. Like, I don't, like, a lot of people are telling me, like, you need to get over him. He's treated you so bad. Like, how could you want to be with somebody who left you while you were pregnant and stuff? But, like, once you're in love with somebody, you look past everything like that. And I know that he probably just needs his freedom, and I probably scared him off because I was talking about marriage and everything, you know. And he's like, oh my God, my life is over. And he just wants to hang out with his friends right now, which I'm giving him space to do so. And maybe things will work out for us in the future. But as of right now, we're still not back together. So that's an update on my relationship. And Sophia is still baking a little longer. Hopefully she stays in a little longer because I still have yet to take my maternity pictures. So I was trying to wait till I got a little bit bigger so that, like, my bump is bigger. God, sorry. I have, like, really bad heartburn and, like, acid reflux right now. Anyways, I am trying to keep her in a little longer so I can take my maternity pictures and all that fun stuff. Also, forgot to mention this, but I now have weekly appointments instead of bi-weekly because originally I was going to start my every 2-week appointments, but now I have to go back every week. So I go back every Monday, and William did say that he's going to come with me every appointment, which is really good. And I'm glad that he's going to do that for me and to be there for me and Sophia. But I think that pretty much wraps up this video. If you guys have any questions or comments, you can leave that in the comment section down below. Or like I said before in my previous videos, if you have any questions, you can always DM me on my social media, and I'll have it linked in the description. So that's about it. And if you would like to see any bump pictures or updates, the best place to follow me on is Twitter. I updated a lot on there, and I always post stories on my Instagram about pictures of my bump and all that good stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!